In my interactions romantically, I had a lot more just calm confidence. Every time I've told them, it was a shock and they had no idea. So it's really interesting. The description of it matched up with what actually happened. I found out about the procedure long before I had it actually. I believe it was in GQ, and then I saw it on Google when I was just looking around randomly one day. And a couple years later, I moved out to LA and actually saw that Dr. Ellis was in LA. So I thought about going in and asking him about the procedure. Before the procedure, I was about 285-pound nationally competitive bodybuilder. I was getting ready for my first national competition to qualify and try to get my pro card. Working out every day, training with my personal coach, and every day eating around 6 to 9 meals a day. My entire life revolved around building my body. I was also in the process of becoming an LA County Deputy Sheriff. About 2 years into the process. And then just before I looked at the procedure, I broke my spine and I was not able to be a bodybuilder anymore or proceed with my goal of becoming a deputy sheriff. So I had to watch my body melt down a little bit before I got to look into any options to try to fix it. Looked into a few different procedures, but they just seemed not to be exact about like what the results you were going to get. And when I looked at Dr. Ellis and his animation and how it explained everything about the procedure, and I could understand everything about it before I even went in for the consultation, I felt way more comfortable with that because I always prefer having more knowledge than less. About this procedure was the quickness, how quick the actual procedure was. The recovery time was super fast, and the description of it matched up with what actually happened. Like super easy. Didn't have any problems sleeping. After the immediate recovery, it was just a few checkups with the doctor to make sure everything's healing right. They even did a couple by photo over email, which was super convenient. The noticing of the size and noticing of how everything looks when it starts to heal, you start to feel more pride in yourself, and you don't even know why. You walk around with a little more confidence. And it's just something, especially with me, and I had to see my body melt down around me. It just helped me keep that confidence that I could be, absolutely proud of something that I still had in my body. The only struggle I had with it was, like if you got a brand new car and they parked it in your driveway and said, "Here are the keys, but you can't drive it for a month." And you just sit there every day and stare at the car like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna drive it, I'm gonna drive it, I'm gonna drive it." But just a little bit of patience, it's totally worth it. You're not really gonna ever miss the time that you didn't get to use it because you have an entire lifetime to use it as much as you want. Much less modest, I guess. I was never afraid of, accidentally being naked or not putting clothes on, or if, something happened, I had to run outside. Who cares? I was much more comfortable wearing less and less around more and more people, which, I was a bodybuilder before, so I don't know if that really explains that much, but I wasn't that comfortable on stage. Now it's much more comfortable. I noticed that in my interactions romantically, I had a lot more just calm confidence, not like overbearing, but just knowing that I had something to offer. Oh, I mean, I was comfortable with it before I was able to use it. It was just to feel like it's you, like you're not feeling something that's not part of you. That probably took around 3 months just to get used to it on your body. Before that, it's just like you look down and you're like, holy shit, that's awesome. Not having heard it before, when you start to hear romantic partners say things like, you know, go slow, or oh my God, you're too big, that's a good confidence booster. No one's ever actually known. Some have felt it, but they didn't know what they were feeling. They didn't know what the difference was. And then every time I've told them, it was a shock and they had no idea. So it's really interesting. Post-operatively, if I ever needed anything, I could call and make an appointment within a day or two. They're always willing to help. And then when I came in 2 years later, and just later on checkups, still they're absolutely ready to help because they want to make sure that their work they can stand behind and they can be proud of it. I have actually recommended it to people before to look at the website or to call or email. So yeah, absolutely. Super easy to get along with. He's very willing to help you understand. He understands that it's a very sensitive area, so you're probably going to have a lot of nervousness, a lot of questions, and he has all the answers to be able to call him any question you might come up with. And he also wants to make sure it's the right thing for you, because he doesn't just schedule everything. He makes sure that, you know, it won't harm you or it'll fit your body. And he'll make sure that it's the best fit for you.